this call to tell people to celebrate, or just a?
That's a 10-mile call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the family. I've got some family here, so yeah.
I was thinking, he's calling Indy. He's
Yeah.
I'll use this, I guess, if that's what they wanted to. Can you just tell me a little bit about your impressions, what you were feeling going into the match? Is this the biggest win of your career? And just tell me a little bit about what was going through your mind as the match progressed.
Yeah, I think it's definitely got to be one of the biggest, at least in recent memory. So I think I just try to stay competitive today, just trying to just focus and hold my service games. I think that was the key. And hopefully take a few chances on his games, which I think kind of paid off. I think I let slip. I had a great lead in the second set when I broke first game, and then I broke back, I think, at 4-5, and kind of let slip. But I think at the end I hung in there and just fought my way through.
You're obviously a competitor, but when you win on the stadium court, that crowd, especially against Monfils, do you feel, is there like an extra wind at your back now, and you can wake up tomorrow and be like, this is mine for the taking?
Yeah, of course. You play for these moments, and he is he was a defending champion, and is one of the great players on tour. So, absolutely one of the biggest wins, and gives me a lot of confidence going into the next tournament, or next round. In fact, not much time to celebrate. I've got to come back out tomorrow, and hopefully, at the back of this win, try and get a few more wins, and see where it goes from there.
Congratulations on the win. You said you had family here. Who is all here? And did they come from India? Or they live in the States, or what was
they live here. It's got a bunch of cousins who live here. So it's almost like it's like a home tournament for me.
Not as exciting, but they're obviously excited for you. Did you get a chance to talk with them after the match, and what was their reaction as well? Yeah,
they haven't seen me much play. I think this is the only time they've really seen me play. So I think they were quite excited as well. But at any stage, at any tournament, to get a big win like this, it's great. And this is one of the toughest tournaments. One of the high-level tournaments of 500. So I'm just happy that I could pull through, and gives me a lot of confidence and belief that I belong here.
Any questions? In terms of the next match, you got Helen?
Yeah.
I don't know how well you know the guy he beat previously, but we're following from India as well. Is there any, can you talk and say, hey, here's a couple of hints or something? Do you know?
I do know. That's Ram. We're Davis Cup teammates, and we see quite a lot of each other in tournaments. So I am absolutely going to ask you for some tips and work my way towards it tomorrow.
You have team. It's a little early to think about that, but have you ever played Dominic competition?
I haven't, and it's too far away. I've got to focus. Tomorrow. Pez coming off a good win as well. I think beat Zverev, so he's going to be confident as well. So it's going to be a good match.
Just in terms of the road to getting here, you've had. I was going to say, what would be the biggest tournament when you feel like you had the junior in Australia?
Yes.
What got you into tennis and got you pointed towards that goal?
Well, both my sisters played, so I think it kind of came naturally to me. Just followed them, followed them tournaments, and that's how I got into sport. And it's been obviously a tough road. A lot of injuries for me, which has been a major setback. But I'm glad that I'm playing well again and doing good.
When's the most recent? You talked about injuries. Have you had anything this year? Oh, sorry. When's the most recent? You talking about injuries. Have you had a lot this year? Or?
I was out for 6 months last year with an elbow injury right when I think hit my career high. So that was disappointing, to work all the way hard and do that. So, I'm just happy being on the court and things are looking good.
What do you feel like the goals are from here? I mean, just now getting healthy, getting back in the game, sky's the limit. You was career high was 88,
yes.
I think. So, try to improve on the ranking, and then beyond that, have you got a timeline for what you'd like to do?
Well, that's the goal. Hopefully try and break back in the top 100 by the end of this year. I think that's a realistic goal, and yeah, that's trying to stay healthy and then playing as much. Try and play the big events as much as possible. So just taking it one step at a time and seeing how it goes.
Um, can you just elaborate a little bit more on what injury you had and being out for 6 months? Do you think you're ahead of schedule? Did you expect to be back in this position already?
I think doing okay. Once I came back, didn't really have I think at that point in time, you just want to stay healthy and be able to play as much as you can. And I've been relatively injury free this year, so haven't set any limitations, and just trying to keep playing and keep working and try and get as many wins as I can. All right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.